Welcome to FatFitFam, Singapore's Realest fitness podcast. I'm Dan, and this is Charmaine, our first guest. And today we'll be talking about female fitness. So hi friend, please introduce yourself.
Okay, hi friend, thanks for having me and inviting me. I'm honoured to be the first special guest on what's it called, FitFam.
FatFitFam, yeah, welcome.
Yeah, hello everyone. So I'm Charmaine. I've been friend for a long time. We've known each other more than 10 years.
10? Yeah, I think a decade. Wow, actually now that you mention it, right? We're pretty old.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever worked out together actually.
No,
For the 10 years.
Yeah. Not really. We just do a lot of random things together.
Yes, we do a lot of random
going
things.
for one direction.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I mean we also like have our separate life paths. Like he became a dad, got married, and then like I'm just like living my life, and then but somehow we things like bring us together again.
Yeah.
Like for example like diving, and then now this podcast. So
So I mean, as you know, FatFitFam, all about fitness. I think we do chat sometimes about fitness and whatnot, but what I'm really curious about, and I think a lot of the viewers are curious about, because of course we have our other co-host Jimmy, who's actually in Berlin. He went there to do the Berlin Marathon. I actually don't know how well he's done, so he's gonna come back and talk about it. But I do know that Harry Styles went to the same marathon.
That's one of the news.
So I have no idea whether he actually met Harry Styles.
That's the one.
But that's an interesting fact about Jimmy.
It's a full marathon, right?
It's full marathon, yeah. He did the full marathon.
40 something.
42 point, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's full marathon. Anyway, so back to it. Okay. So you're now here as our guest.
Yeah.
And the curious thing that me and Jimmy always talk about is how different is it for a male and female in fitness? For us, we've been talking past few episodes about, do this, do that from our own experience as a guy, as males. And we also dip and dabble about like IPPT, NS related things, which I'm sure you cannot relate to. But of course, maybe you had an NS boyfriend or this kind of thing also, but still you don't do it, right?
That's about it,
So maybe our goals or maybe the way we want to look is very different from how a female wants to look. So maybe you can touch on that, like why do females like should go into fitness, or like you personally, what is your goal when it comes to fitness?
Yeah, like you said, like I think it's a very like different paradigm for females, and like I think we think about it very differently and approach it very differently, and also like in pop culture and a lot of like news and advice that is like spread to girls and women, it's all very different. But for why like females should go into fitness, like I mean, it's because like there is like a lot more like purpose and usefulness to it, other than just the common advice of like getting a better booty and like
that's quite common,
and like losing weight, and all these kinds of ways of thinking and news kind of reduces it to just that. But it's a lot more than just that. Like I think it's a lot more about having like being your best self, and having a healthy lifestyle. And also like just helping you be fully functional and at your best, at your top for your lifestyle every day. Like so I think we should think about it a lot more holistically.
Actually, touching on that, right, curious fact to all, actually we share the same birthday month, and our birthday month is coming very, very soon. How do you feel getting older and putting this whole fitness thing, lifestyle into your life, or like how has it become an anchor or a core, if it is even?
Yeah, I like the word like core and anchor, because I feel like it has become like that for me. Like it's not always been this way lah. Like it's been a whole journey for me. When I started, it was very like my first like water sports, like water polo, like my first CCA in JC. That because we have to gym as part of like the CCA. So just because I have to do it as part of the training routine, then I got into gym. And
so as the introduction to working out regularly, or
like that was my first
structured way lah.
That was my first exposure to like a structured way of working out, to gym, to like different what do you call it? different routines and
Right.
different like
Exercises and
exercises. Yeah. That whole like putting it like incorporating it into your lifestyle. Yeah. But I think it has changed from simply just I should do like a certain number of sets, a certain workout every day. Yes, my idea of fitness has changed from that. I'm in the middle of a work day, like I'm feeling sluggish. I want to, go out for like a grocery run, or like in the evening, I don't really want to like succumb to the food coma after dinner. So then I go for an evening walk. Yeah. So it is a lot more like in all the little things that I do in my life. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that introduction to structure and to now, what's the structure now? Like, what classes do you go for? Do you focus on cardio? I mean, honestly, for me, I think as the viewers know, I focus a lot on the gym. Jimmy focuses a lot on running. For men, but for women or you specifically, what do you focus on? Classes or I don't know, do you do boxing or something?
I don't really have like a strict focus, like deep dive. Like for example, now you're gymming like many times a week, and then like you're really focusing on building up muscle and losing fat. So it's not really like that for me now, but I would say my focus is more like holistic and functional fitness. Yeah, and I think part of that really that it does include like building strength. Yeah, so I still go to the gym. Yeah, like I try at least once or twice a week to go to the gym and do my strength training. For my strength training, I do try to focus on my lower body because I feel like for me personally, touch the mic. For me personally, my lower body has always been a bit weaker than my upper body. Yeah, and like I think that's something like like over time, as you grow in your fitness journey, you also like learn more about yourself.
That's right,
and
for
you learn your weak points, you learn your good points, and like then I think fitness should become a lot more of like like you should know how to personalize and tailor your workout to yourself, play to your strengths and then also grow on your weaknesses. So that's why like I mean with the limited time I have at the gym, I focus a bit more on like lower body and full body. I don't really do like isolated, targeted like upper body workouts.
Sure. Do you think that's the case for most girls? I mean, to be honest, my wife also, and a lot of the girls that I meet is like it's always legs day every day, squats every day, goblet squats, and this is just basically their favorite workouts. And, So I mean, previous episode actually, me and Jimmy talk about what is attractive for men, and Jimmy was talking about the chest, shoulders, arms for guys lah. But for females, do you agree that it's the lower body?
Yeah, for sure. And I guess that's why like a lot of women focus on lower body and then neglect the upper body. And okay,
not really neglect lah, but
it could be also. It could be.
They don't train the upper body at all.
Some just don't train at all.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
On top of fitness, is there any changes to the diet that as you get older? I mean, we're both getting older. That you change or you take more note of what you take in?
I think I mean I am like conscious and like mindful about my diet, but I think I pay less attention now compared to last time.
Right.
Yeah, because like I mean like I shared just now, like when I started, I was also like I was brought to the gym by friends, by boyfriend, then I just like a bit lost, then I was just like take whatever advice comes.
Right.
So I mean there's like people would just throw out a lot of like different ways, approaches of doing it. Like people tell you to like count your calories, track your macros, or then like there'll be keto. So I went through that whole cycle of like, I try different diets. I try MyFitnessPal, track my every meal.
Or like actually key in all your calories.
And actually key in. And then like, so the thing about me is like when I get into something, I want to like do it properly. So like, like I don't want to, no point doing it if it's not, done properly. So I realized with my MyFitnessPal, cause like you need to track it accurately.
Correct,
If not, like no point. Like you cannot just put like, I ate chicken rice, then you just put in the chicken rice, but it won't be accurate because like you don't know where that chicken rice in the app is from. So what I used to do is like literally like I will so I started to meal prep more. Yeah, because last time. Yeah, cause like through meal prep, then I actually know what I'm putting into my meal prep, right?
Correct,
Yeah. So when I input into the app, I'll put in like
bit more accurate,
like 100 grams chicken breast, and then I also know
Do you
what
really
like
weigh
oil
them?
I use. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of effort. If I don't do that.
yeah, like I
That's a lot
legit
of
went
effort.
to the extent of weighing.
Wow.
Yeah,
This is like competitive already, in my opinion. Like,
it's
it's like as if you're going to compete in the bodybuilding.
Yeah, but of course meal prep was like I would make like a big batch and then split it into like 5-6 meals. So copy paste for the 5-6
That's what I do now.
meals.
But I don't weigh my stuff. But now
so it went from that like very extreme, and obviously like as you grow older and you get
how
more
did you
busy.
feel at that time? Was it like, do you feel, not say resentment, but like do you feel like this is a bit waste of time, or it was a bit too much? Is it mentally stressing to just prep all the time and track everything all the time?
For a while I did like quite enjoy it. Like I liked the process. Like I found it quite fun. I mean, because like for me personally, I like to cook. I like to cook. So I did enjoy it, and like I think I was quite free then lah. Not too many responsibilities. So
that's when it changed.
It was just part of like I didn't mind giving it that time.
Right. But then now, as you know, we start working and all. And then you just be more relaxed about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you're still mindful, right? Of like what you take in and what you buy outside also, etc.
And I guess I would describe my diet now to be like a lot more intuitive and like balanced. So contrary to popular belief, like I snack a lot. I snack like multiple times a day.
What do you snack on? Like healthy snacks or?
Yeah, like I like to snack on like dried fruits. And
that's
I like vegetable chips. I like things with a lot of texture, and I like sweet things. But it's just that I don't eat like very like refined sugars. I don't drink sugary drinks. Right. I'm always drinking water, tea, coffee. I don't drink fruit juice.
Right.
I don't. So I have a very very little like sugar and unhealthy fat in my diet.
Correct. So I think one of the things we touched on previous episode was to completely avoid processed foods.
Processed
and
food,
things that are high in sodium. So snacks I think are fine. I also take protein bars here and there, protein chips which I also shared. But at the end of the day, have a look at the sodium content and making sure that your snacks are at least healthy. And if, as you can tell, actually snacking a lot doesn't mean that you'll grow a lot, as you can see from Sham's physique, so it's fine. So I want to go back to the gymming part. So or at least the first time you went to the gym in CCA and whatnot. So was it intimidating at first, the gym? Because I can assume for girls it's big scary guys lifting so heavy. For me, when I go in, I'm like, I'm one of you, I'm one of the guys. So what do you think as a female perspective?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a reason why like female gyms exist. And
do they in Singapore?
Yeah, they do. I go to one now. And there's a reason why so yes, I do see that there are a lot of like females and women now. I mean, especially in our circles in Singapore, like there are people who are women who are exercising and they are keeping fit, but they are in very specific like circles in specific places. Like they go for spin, they go for classes.
That's right.
And you won't really see that many at the gym. Although it's increasing now. Like I think it's changed over the years. But still, like when you go to those like very traditional, like those big gym branches. Like I don't know. Anytime, maybe anytime,
That's one of the bigger,
you
more
see,
widespread ones.
like when most of the gym bros will be there lah, and then it's like they establish themselves there already, right? So like I think sometimes maybe like women are scared to.
In previous episode, me and Jimmy talk about don't be afraid to just ask people to share. But as a female, if I'm Jimmy and we don't know each other and I'm like lifting heavy, would you be intimidated to ask me to share?
Okay, for myself personally, because I guess before I even stepped into all these like public gym areas, like I built a bit of knowledge for myself already. So like at least if I ask a guy for help, like I know what I'm asking, right?
Right.
Yeah. But maybe for someone who is like completely new to the gym, like, I mean, they might not even know what to ask, and then that makes them feel even more scared to ask for help.
Right. But would your advice to the female viewers be, don't be afraid to ask, or learn more first? What would it be?
I think it's a two-way thing, yeah. So maybe it would be good, like on your part, like you could, start with like small easy steps, like maybe ask if you know of some friends, female friends who are already gymming and who know about gymming. Then you can ask them, like maybe go together. Ask them to like for some recommendations on exercises, like ask them for help to guide your form, this kind of thing. Then like go together. But it's also important to like build up that experience for yourself first in the gym. Yeah, so it will take some time, like, over time you familiarize with like what it's all about, like, and you also like learn about what works for you in the gym. Yeah, and familiarize yourself with equipment, you know. Yeah, then I think you will naturally feel more confident to like go by yourself, and then when you need help, when you're on your own, then you ask like random people for help. But I do believe like I think most people are like quite willing to help lah. Yeah.
I can agree to that. Well, it depends lah. It depends on the gym, to be honest. Yeah, from personal experience, I think my gym is a bit
cold.
Cold. Yeah. I'm actually quite I won't say scared lah, but I'm a bit the people are a bit more pretentious, so I'm a bit less willing to ask them to, for example, spot me, and I'll end up ego lifting. So give and take, it depends on which gym you go. But mine has trainers around that will help me lah. So I'm happy with that. Yeah. So back to your point of females who want to start the gym, right? So previous episode we talked about like going to Active SG and whatnot. So did you do that last time, or did you start with, let's say, ClassPass, or what was the?
I started with our ACJC gym.
Sure, in school,
Yeah, then after that, like I followed my ex-boyfriend then to Active SG.
Right. So, I mean, my point to the viewers last time was everybody starts at Active SG, and I feel like everyone experienced that.
Yeah, and actually there's a whole progression. There's certain Active SG gyms where you see it's only all the YPs and all the young,
Interesting.
all the JC kids, all the army boys. Bishan Stadium.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've been to that one. I went to Choa Chu Kang and Woodlands.
No, really. I don't know why. So maybe like depending on how like I don't know.
The area.
The area. Yeah. Well, the Bishan gym is always very close to like this. Is just my hypothesis.
Is it big?
No, it's not. Yeah.
Quite small lah.
Yeah,
Okay.
usually these gyms are quite small. Like the Bishan one is quite small.
Okay.
Yeah. But maybe they're near to. Okay, I know the Bishan one is like near to the Starbucks, which like everybody goes there to mark.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe it's like a both.
They
kill
mark
two birds with one stone.
Fair enough.
Maybe.
Yeah. So then how do you progress to like more established gyms or more established places?
Start working and earning adult money.
Oh yeah, that's kind of true. It's not that cheap to go for better. But do you think that makes a difference? To like what if you stayed in Active SG the whole time? Yeah, So do you think moving to a better or more expensive gym, more reputable gym is better? In terms of progress, in terms of etc.
No, for sure. But it's not so much of like the gym helped me progress, but just like naturally as I progress, then like I naturally want like more space in the gym, for example, or like better equipment lah.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Yeah. I mean, Active SG is really, really very crowded. It can be very crowded.
Yeah,
so
especially after work hours.
At peak hours, it can be very crowded. So it might not be the most efficient. Like especially if you're like timing your workouts, like you want specific rest time in between.
Correct.
Yeah. Then you might have to wait very long just to get the barbell.
Correct. Yeah. So I think back to that point. So I also feel like Active SG is a point where you learn the exercises maybe and not really focus on the timing, not really focus on the cadence or the complete amount of weight or progression. It's really more about learning the movements, learning what works for you, and then after that progressing to the bigger gyms. And like you say, maybe paying for the convenience of space, paying for the convenience of maybe even privacy. Like you mentioned about your female gyms.
Yeah, and also as you get more familiar with like functional compound exercises. Yeah, cause like I think maybe like when people start out their fitness journey, then they might not be so comfortable with like deadlifts or like squatting with a barbell and things like that. Barbell rows. But then like actually these compound exercises are very healthy.
Correct.
But it will take, I mean, and all the guys in the gym want the barbell, right?
Yeah, I would say yes.
So when there's not enough barbells, then you want to do like compound exercises, then it's, you just need more barbells.
No, I agree. So those bigger gyms will have those
more
facilities.
barbells. And like, what's that area called?
The deadlift platform?
Yeah. The lifting areas.
The lifting areas, the more free weights areas.
Yeah, free weights.
Barbell areas. So I want to go to something a bit more specific that I've been thinking about personally, which is how social media or online people have affected our view of fitness, right? So I'm not saying I'm a fitness influencer, but I am running a podcast on fitness. So, but I do follow quite a bit of, like the bigger guys like Sam Sulek, all this kind of thing. And maybe I do want to look like them, but for females, can I assume the same? Are you guys also looking at those like fitness influencers or maybe even celebrities and thinking, oh, I should be like them? And does that even contribute to a slight negativity in like mental health where you're like, oh, I have to keep pushing to look like them? Yeah. What do you think?
Oh, there's definitely like a lot of female influencers. But to be honest, I don't follow any very closely. Off the top of my mind, like for example, like Natasha Ocean comes to mind.
I know that.
I think she's Australian or from the UK. I can't remember which one. But the trend I have noticed is that usually for these female influencers, like I think the most frequent content seems to be like quick workouts, like 15 minutes to a good booty, or like 30 minutes. Like,
is this the thumbnail on YouTube?
Yeah, and it's always like, for some reason, it's always like time-based.
I see.
Like 15 minute, 20 minute.
Right.
And then like, it's always, it can seem super short and like it's like bursts, and it's like, it also seems like very random. So for me, I think that it perpetuates this idea of like very fast food kind of fitness.
I see. Interesting.
Like you just like do this one thing and then like then
it's supposed to fix everything.
And it's supposed to promise you what is in the headline, like better booty, but you don't really see that happening. Like if you keep doing that same workout, that 15 minutes to good booty workout every day, in thinking like, because the headline is promising me this, so then I just like follow blindly, and then I just keep doing it. But then there'll be a plateau, right? You need progressive overload, right? So you can't keep doing it and then expect to see the result.
True, yes, correct,
So I think that the trend, in like the female influencer space, like I feel like nobody really like teaches you the proper like mindset and like mind frame way of thinking about fitness. But instead, like it's just fed to you as recipes.
I understand. I see. So from my perspective, I always feel like everyone is different, especially so those fitness influencers. Maybe they do things behind the scenes that you don't know, or they do some extra things, but at the same time also their bodies are quite different from ours, especially in the context of, like you mentioned, Eurasians versus us Asians, right? Jimmy actually spoke about it. Our metabolism is a bit different. The way calories are burned in our hot climate is slightly different. So all of this influences how our bodies turn out. So in my opinion, and of course I share to the people, is, I think we spoke about it before also, is I think be comfortable in your own body. That means you push yourself to the limit and compare yourself to yourself yesterday and not anybody else. So to be honest, for me now, I wouldn't say I have a slight body dysmorphia, but I always feel like I can do better than me right now. So that's why I keep going and I keep pushing. And I seem to be correct.
Perfectionist.
Which means that I know that I can do better than myself, so I just keep going. But I never really once look at online and say, oh, I want to look like this person or whatever. I mean, I have a Zaddy. I think I told you, right? So I really like the way Henry Cavill bodies look like. But I know for a fact that I cannot get to that because he probably takes some different diet that I cannot afford or some training program that I cannot, and just genetics also.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's totally fine to have like a fitness inspiration. Like,
inspiration.
I also is the female equivalent Weddy. I don't know what they call Zaddy, Weddy. I don't know.
Mommy, I don't know.
Yeah, but she's like right here at the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as in, it's totally fine. I mean, like we are attracted to like beautiful looking humans, and like that's totally fine. But I totally agree on like
being comfortable
just,
in your
own skin. Like as in the benchmark that you set should be internal, and you know, it should be based on your own like knowledge of what your own limitations are, and it should be a very personal goal set for yourself so never let anyone tell you like what that benchmark should be, and never let anyone set that standard for yourself.
For sure. So there's one more thing I wanted to ask you, or rather share our experiences. So maybe in fitness space, to me, there's this perception of female fitness and male fitness, where female fitness refers to like Pilates, yoga, spin, where you see majority of females going to it. And as guys, you know, we go heavy gym, powerlifting, bodybuilding. But more and more so, we're seeing a crossover where actually our national champion for deadlifting is actually a female, and she's really like the world record breaker. And on the other side also, like I think I've shared on the pod, but I went to yoga also last time to try increase my flexibility as I was growing older.
I have a lot of friends also who are like, as in guy friends, who are like going for spin and like going for yoga and Pilates and bar.
So do you think that these things are not gender specific?
Yeah, of course.
And I should try Pilates.
Of course. Hey, you know, Pilates is very, very good for like overall like holistic fitness. Like it builds strength. It's also endurance training. Then it's also flexibility training. And it also can be a form of recovery. So I think it's very, very, very like holistic.
Maybe I should try. I'm never one to reject trying anything new. So I think me and Jimmy are planning. We're planning to go spin the next time. So we'll see. But we always thought that, you know, like as I said, the current space is always female. So we really want to push ourselves and try these things.
So y'all feel how girls feel at the gym.
And then vice versa, because you guys are already trying what we are trying to do.
But on the topic of gym, I think I didn't really get to touch on also on how like how my fitness went from like, you know, just gym to now like it's a mix of things.
Right.
Yeah. So now like on top of that, you know, that usual like once or twice a week gym, then like actually a lot of my I don't like 4-5 times a week at the gym kind of thing, but there's a lot of like walks in between here and there, and like it's like I think it's a lot of like small choices, like I could be driving to somewhere today, but I choose to take public transport, or like I choose to like walk if it's like, you know, a nearby neighborhood or something.
You know when you see an escalator, right? Let's say at Bukit Panjang, do you take the escalator or do you take the stairs? I consciously think about it.
I consciously think about it also.
I'm like, okay, I feel energized, let's take the stairs. Because there's a queue at the escalator. They're just like, just
I get you. No, so this is me with work every day.
Right.
Because where my workplace is, there are so many office buildings. Right. So everyone's getting to work at peak hour. And then I just cannot. When I look at the escalator, then everyone is just like mindlessly queuing.
Mindlessly queuing for very long.
The queue is very,
very
long.
Slowly.
And I just look at this is ridiculous. Then I just climb the stairs.
Just climb the stairs, right?
Whatever.
And
I'm taking the stairs.
Anyway. So.
And it's like, oh, okay. But I'm also killing two birds at one stone.
Exactly.
I'm like also like, you know, clocking in some steps.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, great. So any last things you want to add? I mean, to conclude, for any females trying to start, you know, you can try get a friend, or even, you know, try to start like we always say at Active SG and really just learn the ropes lah. But as you grow into yourself, be comfortable in your own skin, push yourself to your own limits, and don't try to change too much lah.
Yeah, and I think also like find your own purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
Your own goal, your own motivation, inspiration.
I mean the goals would change along the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like last time my goal used to be, I want to like lose fat. Then
or
then
rather
it
last
changed
time
to
even like to compete, right, in your CCA. So that was kind of like the key purpose. I think it was for me as well.
Yeah.
So it's to compete.
Yeah. Then it changed from lose fat to like I want to feel good.
Yeah.
I want to feel happy.
Right.
Yeah. Then it changed from that to like now like I just like want to do a bit more every day, do a bit better every day. Yeah.
Yeah. For me also there was a point where I want to work out to be more social. That means join the classes and whatnot. So I want to make more friends. So that could be it also.
Yeah. So find that purpose for yourself that like gets you taking that first step every day. Yeah.
I think not only that, but the sustainability of it, right?
Yeah.
Because if you do what you like and you find that real purpose that keeps you going every day.
Yeah.
So I think the most important thing about fitness and this kind of lifestyle is to really be sustainable for the very long run. That means you can do it every day or at least 3 times a week or this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're forcing yourself to do something you don't like, then you might not
and
continuously do it.
Don't be afraid to keep changing keep changing your approach, like trying new ways of doing it. Trying a new workout or like trying a new sport. Because I think it keeps things interesting, and you along the way you discover that there are certain things you like better also.
For sure.
I mean, with fitness, like I guess to conclude as a whole, like I think that like females sometimes can feel quite scared and overwhelmed because it seems to be like a male-dominated world. But I think there are so many things for females to try. I mean, like even something like dance, like ballet and things like that. It's all part
that's
of
a workout by itself actually.
Dancers are so strong. So like really just find what is that works for you and that you enjoy, and don't be too overwhelmed by the common advice.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I have a small question. I know we're nearing the end of the episode, but I have a very small question that me and Jimmy, or maybe me, is very curious about. When you are this is the physiological difference between men and women, right?
Oh yeah.
We can train all the time. I can train every day unless I'm sick, like very sick. Yeah. But for you guys, right, when you guys are on your period, do you train or do you take a rest, or depends how bad it is?
Oh my gosh, that's a very good question. Yeah, and thanks for being curious about it. Yeah. Jimmy also was curious about it.
We did ask each other, like I don't know, because he has his partner and my wife also. I'm just curious for you personally. Do you do it?
Yeah, as in I like how we are being aware of our physiological differences here, because that's definitely like something important to consider. Because like hormonally, I think the hormone cycles are very different. Like,
sure, yeah.
I read that apparently like for guys the hormone cycle resets every day. That kind of thing. But okay. you can read a bit more into it. But like for guys the hormone cycle resets every day, but for women it is more cyclical. Like I mean, because that's why you have like the period every month. So we go through like different phases. Yeah. So it's instead of like that every day, it's more of like ups and downs throughout the month. So it can hormonally it's a bit more different for us, a bit more unpredictable. And like I think it's good for females to like be aware of that and to listen to your body, to know like like when there are days where like you really feel very sucky, like then it's okay, you don't have to pressure yourself to like, get out. Because I mean there's this idea in our culture that every day I need to be doing something. I need to but
it's okay to have a break.
It's okay to have a break. Sometimes.
Do you think a week in a month matters too much in your fitness journey during these periods?
Okay, for me, I like to. It doesn't have to be like a heavy gym session like every other day. But if I also observe myself and like let's say like for 3 days I haven't like even went out for a walk, that kind of thing. I know that I will feel different, and I will feel sluggish. So like at least at that point, if I get out to walk if
Right.
I just get some movement in any movement at all,
Right.
then it kickstarts me again for
Right.
like the next thing. Yeah.
Right, so you just lower the intensity a little bit,
Yeah.
and then after that, ramp it up as you when you're ready lah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and even when you're on your period itself, because like usually the day just before the period and like on the period, on the first day of the period, it can really feel very tiring. But depending on how you're feeling that day, it might be helpful to actually do like stretching
Right.
or to do light walks, that
Right.
kind of thing. Like it helps with your blood circulation, and then you might feel more energized after that also.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, that was our episode on female fitness. I think we should have more episodes on female fitness. I feel like there's a lot of questions that I have, and maybe even Jimmy might have
Cool.
in the next few episodes.
Yeah.
To maybe ask you or any other female guests, and see how we can relate more female fitness to our audience here. Yeah. So thanks for watching. I think Sham will be here continuing for our next episode. We'll be talking about something very interesting. Apart from that, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and comment on whatever you want to hear next. Anything you want to say?
Just happy to support my friend.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll say the tagline myself since Jimmy's not here. So remember to eat well, run fast, and lift heavy. Alright, see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.